Hi and welcome to Dana Builds. Today I am starting a project that I have been wanting to do for a long time. I am going to rebuild Willow Creek. I'm not going to build on the empty lots because I may turn this into a save file for myself, and I like to leave empty space to build and do my own thing. So all I'm going to do is rebuild the lots that already exist. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the commercial lots because I haven't really built too much for commercial lots, but I'm definitely going to do the residential lots, and I'm going to do the park. The park will probably be last, and I'm starting out in the low income neighborhood. And the first house we're going to build today is the Streamlet Single, which is a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom starter home. And you can see I'm going in here right now, and we're just going to take a quick peek at the house. I don't like this house. I have never liked it. Usually what happens when I start a new game, if I want to live on this lot, I just demolish it and excuse me, just rebuild from scratch, because I find the house, I don't like long narrow houses for the most part, and there's too much room, not enough furniture, and I just don't like it. So we're gonna get rid of it and do something new. So I'm gonna bulldoze the lot in a second here and get moving on. So here we go. Bulldoze, yes, we want to bulldoze, and yes, we're going to get rid of all that terrain paint, and this is going to be sped up obviously because it's going to be a speed build. And so once I get the lot oriented to the way I want it, I'm going to start. And when I do builds, I usually start with the front of the house first. I just build a straight wall or whatever shape wall I want, and then I get the front to look the way I want, and then I go from there. So I had debated whether or not I was going to do strictly base game for the rebuilds in this little town, but I have a feeling I won't. I know with this house that I don't, because I may in fact turn this into a starter save for myself, and I have all the packs, and I spent quite a bit of money on all the packs, and I want to use all the packs that I have. And I find, especially for doing starter homes, what happens is if I use just base game, the houses all tend to look the same inside because there's only so many inexpensive options. Whereas if I use the packs that I have, I can kind of get away with, changing things up, making things look a little different. And here I'm just doing the roofing. Usually what I do is I do the front, then I build like the shape of the house, and then I start and I roof. And then do the siding, any shingles changes that I want to make, and then roof trim, and then I just go inside. So that's what I'm doing right here. And I decided I wanted to have a little front porch area for this house, because I think it looks nice and it kind of adds interest, because this house is it's just a box. So I wanted to add some interest by doing a couple of different roofs on it. So now we're going to go inside and we're going to do the floor plan. So that little box in the corner, that's going to be the bathroom. It's actually going to shrink even more because I just did the shower, sink, toilet that was in the original build, because Sims shower faster than they bathe, and the showers take up less space. Well, about the same amount of space as the tub, but I do like to have just a smaller bathroom, and that way, because the house is small, I can have more room for the bedroom or the kitchen and the living room. So at the back we have the bathroom, what's going to be the kitchen, which is right there, and then the living room with the entry, and then beside the bathroom on the left hand side of the house is going to be the bedroom. Now normally when I do starter homes, I start off with what does the sim need in order to live in this house. So bathrooms are always first. I get that taken care of. Then I move to the kitchen. Sometimes I do the bedroom first and then the living room. Sometimes it's the other way around. But in this case with this house, I did the bathroom first. Now I am doing the kitchen, and I really, really like the cabinets that came with the Parenthood pack because of the cupboard sink combo, and it's actually cheaper to build with that because it's just one price for the cabinet and the sink rather than spending for a cabinet and then a sink on top of that. Excuse me. And now we're into the bedroom. It's a pretty simple bedroom. It's just going to be the bed, 2 night tables, dresser, and then into the living room. And this is the love seat that came with seasons. I really like them. They have a nice color variety and they look very interesting, and I like the little pillows and stuff that are on them. And then once I get everything that the sim needs, then I start going in and I start adding things that are kind of bonus things or luxury things for them, which that includes upper cabinets in the kitchen if I want them there. Here we have a little eat-in kitchen now because I've got that little dining room table and the chairs. I'm going to put a desk and a computer in here. This house will not have a TV because I find I tend more towards putting in computers because they have more utility than the TVs do. Your sim can get their fun up, plus they can gain skills, they can earn money through the computer. So I find there's better bang for your buck by getting a computer rather than a TV in a starter home anyway. If this wasn't a starter home, then I'd have both a computer and a TV, but sometimes when funds are limited, you have to compromise. And then once I get everything in that they need, then I start with curtains, because I find windows and curtains will really help dress up a room, and curtains can be cheaper than a lot of paintings and things like that on the wall. And then I decided I was going to do upper cabinets as well, and these are the cabinets that go with Parenthood. And now I'm just adding things like that expensive toilet paper roll and the towel rack in the bathroom. And I like little lights on each side of the bed, mirrors, things like that. And then I move into carpets. So here you'll see me putting carpets in the bedroom. I do put a little bit of artwork in this house, but my starter homes don't tend to have a lot of art. And naturally, I don't tend to use a lot of clutter either, particularly with starter homes, just because clutter looks nice, or it makes it more look lived in, but it's not really that useful. Like the little book, the books on the coffee table, that's good because they can read from those books, and it adds a nice decorative touch. But for the most part, like, they can't do anything with the bowl of fruit, and I would rather use the money for stuff that they do use. So now we're moving outside. Excuse me. And I think for the landscaping, I use some stuff purchased from the catalog, but I also use quite a bit of stuff from Debug, because Debug is free. And I have Twisted Mexie's Better Build Buy mod, and I find that is so much more helpful when you use items from Debug, because it makes it so much easier to search for things and find things. It's all grouped together. Everything has a name. And I put garden beds in the back because this particular sim has the gardening skill, so she likes to garden. I had thought to put a fence all the way around, but I didn't like the way the gates looked. And I also realized I wasn't going to have enough money to do the whole fence around the whole yard, so I just do a partial fence that starts about a quarter of the way from the back, and I did it that way, so she's got a nice little fenced in yard. And I actually remembered garbage cans this time. Sometimes I forget that. And I didn't go overboard with the landscaping. I tend not to. That's just my personal preference. I like lawns. Maybe it's because I live in an apartment and I don't have a lawn. So you'll see I fill in here with some little plants and things like that. And then she's got her tree. And then I think that's getting close to being done. Yep, little rocking chair for the porch. And then I put on a light and that's it. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And I put up videos every Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. And until then, enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon. Thanks. Bye.